you only have 9 or 10 games left. It's an uphill battle to get to the playoffs. Is that on the back of your mind now that this is the way it might end in Houston, or is there still hope that you might be able to get into the postseason and finish it that way?
No, I've told y'all I am completely just focused on ball right now. I mean, I understand that this was something that I had to deal with, but I mean I'm getting my work in. I've got a good routine going right now, I feel like, and like I've said, I'm trying to continue to be one of the guys in that clubhouse, try to push everybody, and hopefully we got to put together a great homestand. I mean, but we're not eliminated. We're not eliminated from this thing yet, and we're going to go out tonight. C's going to throw a great game for us and get us going in this homestand, and my mind's focused on Sunday, figuring out a way to prepare, for the Giants. I haven't seen a lot of these guys, and trying to watch videotape already, and just trying to get an idea of how to get these guys out.
But is there a greater sense of urgency on your part because there is no next year?
Oh, I mean, yeah, of course you want it, but that urgency for me has been there basically all year because I've known that there's not going to be a next year. So, of course, it hurts when you get down here towards the end and you realize, man, if we lose, a few more games, that we could be eliminated. So, it's disappointing because we came back. I know all the guys in that room expected to win a championship, and we felt like going into the season that we had the team and the power to do that. And so it's always frustrating whenever it looks like or you feel like that might not be able to happen. But there's still life. We still got life, and we're going to play as hard as we can, and hopefully we can pull this thing off and get into the postseason.
Dave, right next to him, Andy, against the wall.
And over the next 5 years, there's going to be a long and interesting debate about your legacy, really. And that's fine. That's for 5 years down the road. Maybe not a thing to discuss today. But I'm just curious, how do you define or think about dominance in this game and whether you're Hall of Fame worthy?
Well, man, to tell you the truth, I guess, again, and I've said this before, I don't think about the Hall of Fame unless someone asks me. I don't. I am very, very thankful and blessed that people will even bring up my name in that conversation. I feel very fortunate. I feel very blessed to have been able to play with the great players that I've played with. I've had the success that I've had because of so many great players that have been around me. And I mean, do I feel like I've dominated this sport as a pitcher? No. I don't. Every outing for me, I feel like, has been an absolute grind, to tell you the truth. When I look at lineups and teams that I'm facing, it seems like every hitter's hitting 300 off of me, So, for people to bring that up and for me to know that there's even a chance, at that, it's just an honor and it's a blessing to me. And I'm not worried about that. If that's something that ends up being, something that God blesses me with in my life, I will, appreciate that. But, that's nothing I've never have ever even considered. If that was something that I really desired, I would have never retired. And then I would still be pitching. I would continue to pitch if that was what it was all about. So for me, I try to follow my heart, pray about things, and do the right thing. And when I think of dominance and thinking about guys that dominate, our closer is when I think of dominance. Those guys, him, Jeet, for me, they're first ballot Hall of Famers, and they make the game look easy, and it ain't easy. So I don't know if I'm up here rambling and I've even answered your question, but I tried to.
Clap up against the wall.
And Andy, you just said every game has been a grind. So my question is, when you said you are mentally done, is it because you're tired of the grind and you're just tired of putting that much work into every game and every hitter, every situation?
I think so. I think it's a combination of that, a combination of just ready to be home, ready to be with the family, combination of, not that I would ever make this decision, but, there's just, I feel like I've had my run here. You know, the group, you know, kind of we kind of have had our run, and that doesn't mean I'm not going to be pulling for this organization and hopefully at some capacity, you know, be around and want nothing but the best for this organization, and hope, you know, that we'll continue to move forward and win, you know, many more championships. But I just feel like that it just feels right, and I just feel like my time here is done and my run's over.
We're going to go in the back to Ed.
Andy, with your announcement of retirement today and Mo's retirement, sort of ironic, he has the most saves of your pitching throughout the years. How do you feel about that? I know you feel when Mo comes in that you have a very good chance, but with this announcement, sort of ironic.
Yeah, it's great, and like I've said, you know, to have the greatest closer ever to pitch in this game, you know, close games out for me for 15 years has been an unbelievable blessing. I wouldn't have nowhere near the wins I have without him, and you know, he is amazing, and just it's very special to be able to be linked, you know, with Mo. With him, with me, with the wins and the saves combination there, you know, tandem as far as pitchers and closers.
Joel, back against the wall.
Andy, I think you've hinted at this a few times. Do you think that a chapter is ending for this kind of whole organization right now as you and Mo leave and Derek looks near the end? And was that influential in the retirement at all? Like, I don't want to go begin this next chapter with the organization. This was my run. It's done. Something else is about to start here.
I mean, I think so in a sense, because Derek will be the only one, you know, left out of the four of us that kind of, you know, has started. So I mean, you know, yes, in a sense, you know, you don't want to close obviously the chapter on Derek, because Derek probably, hopefully, he'll stay healthy and he can go for a while if he continues to want to do that. But yeah, I mean, for me, it is, and I'm sorry I kind of lost track of your question, but.
Did it influence you at all that you don't want to, if this new thing is coming, you know?
Yes.
Payroll structure, all that kind of
yes.
stuff. I don't want to go through that.
Yeah. What? I mean, more than anything, I just feel like that my time here is done. You know, but that does play into it. You know, that I still felt like that. I guess trying to elaborate on that question, you know, when they brought C in and AJ in and Tex in, I still felt like I had a few years left where, you know, I could be here and try to help those guys along and get used to here and hopefully get them comfortable with New York and stuff like that. So yes, in a sense, if new guys would be coming in next year or something like that, it's just it's. I mean, not that I wouldn't want to, you know, just do something again. It's just the guys that I've been with. It's just I feel like it was just time. You know, this is a great time to do it.